Dear Paul, you came to serve, not to be served.
Thanks for your focus on the mission, your love, your generosity, and your hospitality.
It's clear to me and countless others that God called you.
When I think of Paul White, I think of purple.
His suits, his purple suit, his yellow suit, his green suit. When I grow up, I want to have suits like Paul White.
I know he wears purple a lot, but really the color for me means wisdom, and that's Paul, depth, joy, hope, and a great faith.
I think of a man of exceptional integrity. Paul's life and ministry just have been a wonderful model of consistent integrity throughout all the years that he has served in East Ohio.
My favorite memories of Paul White include Paul's curly hair. What happened to Paul's curly hair?
I think of one of the most knowledgeable persons about the United Methodist Church and the East Ohio Conference.
Paul, I witnessed your work firsthand on my watch as the Bishop of East Ohio Conference.
My favorite memory of Paul White is sitting across the table from him for 4 years when we were district superintendents under Bishop Keaton's leadership. Paul and I learned to read each other's faces. Now, I think I had expression, but Paul expressed himself by a change of color of his face. If he was upset about something, he'd turn a dark red. If we were joyful and laughing, he'd turn a bright pink. We laughed and read each other's faces for 4 years.
Sitting at the cabinet table, providing non-anxious reflections.
As we were serving in cabinet a number of years ago, Paul had major surgery. He was at home recuperating. We were having a cabinet meeting, and we did have the foresight to try to connect with Paul by the phone that was in the Walton room at the time. And as we were going through some pretty intense conversation, we had forgotten that Paul was present with us, at least by phone. And in the midst of one of the most crucial moments, we hear this voice from, we thought it was God, but it ended up being from Paul. And the suggestion Paul gave us helped break a log jam and got us to a good solution.
His portrayal of John Wesley at annual conference. He does it in such a beautiful, soft way that it makes you think indeed it is John Wesley. He's smooth, he's invitational, and he invites you to live the journey of John Wesley. I will always remember that moment.
Ask anyone to assess your ministry as pastor, staff person, district superintendent, and or director of connectional ministries.
And Paul is more than a friend, he's a brother to me.
If you wish to know something, just ask Paul White.
You can always count on Paul to have your back.
Because of your demonstrated love for God and neighbor, you have my profound respect.
Paul White is authentic,
A man of faith,
Is loyal,
Detailed, determined,
Faithfulness, persistence,
kind,
compassion,
committed,
and organization.
very patient.
and passionate for Jesus Christ.
Well done, Dr. White. Well done. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the course. I have kept the faith. Thanks be to God.